Greetings fellow tank commanders. In this video I'm going to be showing you a game that I played in the Kaiju O-I. This is a tier 6 Japanese premium heavy tank and was one of the monster tanks released for Halloween 2016. The game I'm playing is a standard battle on Komarin with tier 6 as the top tier and 5 artillery on each team. That's scary news for a Kaiju O-I. For this game, I'm platooned up with Cowboy Arizona, who is also in a Kaiju O-I, and Insanely Crazy 14, who is in a Cheeto. We were all working hard to earn our completions for Japan during the Tank Madness weekend against Czechoslovakia. The greatest threat to us this game is the 5 artillery, which take up a third of the enemy team. The enemy sent absolutely no one to contest the center of the map, and so my platoon controls an awesome vantage point overlooking the whole map. After taking a few speculative shots at streaking enemies, I went out to see if I could find any poorly positioned artillery. I was quite surprised to find 2 of them right out in the open. They didn't even try to reposition behind cover early in the game, and that ends up being quite costly for their team, because now 2 of them are down early in the game, and with my platoon having 2 Kaiju O-Is, their team could have definitely used the extra firepower. When you think of the Kaiju O-I and the O-I tanks, people are always thinking about their strong frontal hull armor and their hard-hitting guns. But it's also good to remember that your tank has a 370 meter view range. Although there are quite a few tanks at tier 6 which have 370 meters of view range, other hard-hitting tier 6 heavy tanks like the KV-85 have 30 less meters of view range, and the KV-2 has 40 meters less of view range, which gives the Kaiju O-I a little bit of a tactical advantage in a situation like this. I'm able to get some spotted target hits by just holding a key position. I also have situational awareness learned from my crew, because I don't like to be outspotted with a slow tank. I have found quite a few times I've been able to outspot a lot of enemy tanks, and this definitely isn't because I've gotten close enough with a high camouflage value, because the Kaiju O-I has terrible camouflage. As you might have guessed, it's pretty hard to hide this thing. It's a useful trait to remember when using the Kaiju O-I, and don't underestimate how annoying it can be to the enemy, who are trying to take out an enemy tank at almost 400 meters away, with good reliability to bounce shots, while the Kaiju O-I spots them out for his teammates. I haven't done a whole lot since I took out those artillery. Taking long distance shots definitely isn't my preferred use for the Kaiju O-I, but overextending in a more aggressive assault move any earlier in the game could have been quite disastrous. At least I've been able to pick up a few assisted hits, so I haven't been completely useless. Now the long view range works for me again. I can only imagine the assisted damage potential if I switched out my super heavy spall liner for coated optics. I found the 4th enemy artillery, who is 400 meters away. And boom, that's 3 artillery. It's a shame that the artillery have such low hit points, because I'm not getting a lot of damage this game from destroying them. Our platoon was getting bored of sitting in the middle of the map, and we had run out of easy shots, and so it was time to press the attack. My route definitely wasn't the best to make an assault on Komarin, but I was aiming for one of their remaining artillery, who I assumed was at the back of the map, behind their base. I definitely wasn't expecting to get an opportunity to shoot the artillery that had moved all the way over to the eastern flank. And that's 4 down, 1 to go. I almost pay big time here for my dangerous assault move, but luck is on my side and my high pen gun responds in kind. The remaining enemies are spread out, and so if I'm going to be having a long distance prolonged battle with them, I want to make sure that the last artillery is taken out. And there is the final artillery. I have now successfully destroyed all 5 of the enemy artillery, which was 1/3 of the enemy team. And now it's time to take a big shot of faith at this streaking ARL in the distance. I am really surprised I was even able to hit him from this distance. It's a shame I wasn't able to do some damage to him, but my light tank teammate managed to finish him off quickly. This is nothing but luck here. I'm trying to snipe a very small portion of the leopard, and it's at over 500 meters. This is definitely not how the Kaiju O-I was meant to fight, but on most games I do encounter these situations where I have to take long distance shots, and I find I'm successful at these long distance shots more often than not. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. For this game, I earned 35,000 silver without any multipliers. I earned 2,773 experience, with 250 of that being from the picking your targets op. In this game, I only dealt 1,554 damage, assisted with 717 damage, and destroyed 7 enemy vehicles. This earned me High Caliber, Top Gun, Devastator, and Burda's medal. I'm pretty excited because that was the first time I was able to earn this medal, and I was very surprised to find myself being such an effective artillery hunter in a super heavy tank like the Kaiju O-I. That medal is a beautiful thing. I placed at the top of my team, earning a base XP of 1,294. There really wasn't that much damage to deal in this game because it was only tier 6 and there was a lot of artillery. But I'm definitely satisfied with my performance because I did get high caliber. Overall, my whole team did pretty well. Almost every player chipped away at the enemy team, which is a good thing, but it didn't leave a lot of potential for me to get any more damage. I managed to hit 13 of my 17 shots and penetrate 8 of those. I didn't do a lot in terms of crew and module damage this game. I destroyed the fuel tank in the M41 HMC, and destroyed the engine in another M41 HMC, shooting so many damage. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my awesome adventure in the Kaiju O-I to get my first ever Burda's medal. It is a really great feeling to destroy all 5 enemy artillery in one game. Stay tuned for more awesome World of Tanks videos.